What's up? What's up? What's up? Cheese is coming. Yo, welcome to the show. Day today. I hope everybody's day was good today. A little behind tonight. We're running a little behind tonight. Oh, get going in a few for being patient with. Start on our first one.
Over things that you know you should have walked away from. Stop it. Stop.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? Because
I'm sorry, but this is not my usual content that I do. I'm typically private. I don't really talk on here, but I need to get this out my system. I need to get out. And it just may help another person, it may just help another woman, it may help a man. But for the love of God, men, if you are not ready for a woman, if you are not ready for commitment, if you are stuck in lustful ways, if you have things that you need to heal from the past, if you have brokenness in you that you know will break another woman, if you have anything inside of you that needs to be healed, please, for the love of God, leave women alone. Leave them alone. You all are breaking us. You all are breaking good women. And I'm not even the type to cry, but I'm just so frustrated. I have no one to talk to about this, but I need to get this out for a young woman who may be in the same situation or the same boat.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Unc Cheese?
Yo, what it do? Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Loud and clear.
Yeah, everything good. Yeah, everything good. Yeah, we're gonna go over. Hey man, thanks for coming in on this Tuesday night with me, man. You know, the thing about it, you've been
Oh,
on my
no
head,
problem.
man. You've been on my head about coming on live, but like I tell you, I had to get all the way situated. Once I start, I want to run this every Tuesday night. Because, I found out that Fridays people are at the club, Saturdays people was at the clubs, and I think we
Yeah.
can reach people better on Tuesday night. I think Tuesday night, everybody's bored and broke. We ain't gonna say broke, we're gonna
Right.
say money low. Damn. Okay.
I just
What's
said
up,
boy,
man?
everybody. I just
How's
said
the
boy,
weather out your
everybody.
way in the east?
Man, it's warmed up a little bit. It ain't snowing no more, but it has been raining for 2 days.
Okay, well, I started the people off with a video, man. Back it up just a little bit. Go from here, okay?
Yep. Let's do it.
Usual content that I do. I'm typically private. I don't really talk on here, but I need to get this out my system. I need to get out. And it just may help another person, may just help another woman, may help a man. But for the love of God, men, if you are not ready for a woman, if you are not ready for commitment, if you are stuck in lustful.
Hey, I gotta cut it right in there. Hey man, she sound like she didn't heard the Evan Neville song. Everybody play the fool. Sound like she done karma coming back on her or something.
Yeah,
Dude,
there's
she down
no
there
exceptions to the rules.
she done ran into the wrong person. Man,
You
she
know
like,
what though?
oh God, I don't
You
want
know,
this feeling.
hey, you know who she ran into?
Who's that?
Her reflection.
Yeah.
She ran into her reflection, and she want to change her reflection, but she got to change herself in order to change the reflection in the mirror. That's what happened. She ran into herself.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go back in here. Yeah, she.
Ways. If you have things that you need to heal from the past, if you have brokenness in you that you know will break another woman, if you have anything inside of you that needs to be healed, please, for the love of God, leave women alone. Leave them alone. You all are breaking us. You all are breaking good women. And I'm not even the types of cry, but I'm just so frustrated. I have no one to talk to about this, but I need to get this out
Look,
for a young woman who may be in the same situation.
Yo,
look, listen. You know the first thing I would do to her, knowing that all that she done been through, what she talking about. You know the first thing I would do, right?
what?
I would off top. I would show her it gets way worse than that. I would show her it gets a lot worse.
Oh Lord. Oh my God.
Ah, yeah. I'm gonna show
So
her it
when you
gets a
say
lot
you would
worse.
show her it gets way worse, what you mean by that?
We
You take
just
her through there?
exponential. Yeah, exponentially. We just have to show her that there is levels to everything, and she might have thought that that was something playing on the kiddie court, but I'm gonna take her to the NBA.
Damn. All right, let's finish seeing what she talking about.
Situation in the same boat as me, girl, get up and go. Get up and go. Go. Leave. Leave now. Don't sit and endure another moment. Don't
Damn.
endure anything. Don't stop forgiving so much over things that you know you should have walked away from. Stop it. Stop.
Let me ask y'all a question, right? Because I know that things can happen to people without them knowing, right? I know that there's chameleons everywhere, men and women. But let me ask y'all a question because one of the things that she said really stuck with me, and she said that she has nobody to talk to, but she's communicating this on social media, which is cool. I ain't tripping about that, right?
Hmm.
Is there not anybody that's in her life that is more valuable than the people that are viewing this on social media? A father, a mother, an auntie, an uncle.
Yeah, I see what he's saying. So what he's saying is, why do you come on social media? Why do people come on social media? So do you do? Is it correct me if I'm wrong? Do some people think that this system is their friend? And that's what he was saying. Isn't it somebody else like you crying on here? Like you don't have no man. You could go to anybody beside this. Is you're
Hey,
gonna
yeah,
man?
I think she explained it like what I was saying. She looked in at her mirror and she didn't like what she seen, so she wanted to try to change the image instead of change herself. But you see the advice that she gave to young girls. She said, "Stop forgiving." Now, how else could you get past something like if you don't forgive, you're gonna be right there. So it's almost like she explaining why she's the way she is.
I think what she's saying when she's saying stop forgiving, I think she's talking about that particular person that's been taking her through it, and he keeps forgiving her. So she's saying, don't just walk away, just leave. Don't
But it ain't nobody taking her through stuff because ain't nobody holding her hostage. That's what she's game for, and that's why she was
And I
in it.
tell you what's holding her hostage, the most powerful chains there is, and that's your heart, your love. right?
She said sexual. So
Did
she
not say
probably
no sexual.
she
Man,
did say sexual.
bro, when she say that?
She
Don't you
said it
start that?
earlier. She said lustful
Man,
men.
she
She's
said
some.
nothing about no sex,
She
man.
said
What
lustful
the heck?
men. She said the men
Bro,
was coming at her lustful men. That's all they wanted from her,
she did
lustful
not
men.
say that, bro. She
Hey, bet
she
the
said a
house.
relationship was
She
she
said,
said,
Lou, she said lustful men off top. The very
oh
first thing she said, lustful men.
dang, I didn't get
She's
that part. Let's see what
yeah,
he
she
finna.
said it for real. She said it off
Hey,
top
shout
for
out to
real.
Anton Daniels too on this for this clip.
Somebody, a pastor, anybody. I mean, anybody that is more valuable than whoever it is that she's trying to communicate this message out to, that she's saying that she doesn't have anybody to talk to. Because that is one of the ways that you prevent yourself from even getting in this situation in the first place.
So, do you think people vent to the internet too much? Do you think people show too much on the internet? I mean, the topic that I was trying to get out of this was not because she been hurt. She just somebody took her through there, and she's actually telling people to do what she probably should do, but he's probably gonna be right back over there. But I who can we vent to? Should we start writing stuff down? Anything? I feel like anything should be better than going on here, right?
Yeah, maybe she could have wrote herself a letter, huh? If she didn't want to, but hell, I guess she wanted everybody to know. You know, people give energy to what they want to be alive in their life.
Hmm.
She giving us a lot of energy, so it must be kind of like right up her alley. No matter if she put on a theatrical performance to cry about it or whatever, act like she's so
So
hurt.
you think she might be doing this for attention?
Man, I've
So
seen
she's
so many
sincere.
women do this
So she's
over and
really
over
yeah.
again.
So but answer this. Do you think that she don't think nobody knows that she's doing this? Like, so this is like her secret friend. You see what I'm saying?
Uh, I
Think it
think
could be that
she
deep?
Dang, that's some mental stuff right there. She might be really asking for help,
Yeah.
but I don't think she fully understands the role that she plays in her destruction.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We agreeing with you on this end over here. All right. Yeah, because that's the thing about it. I was like, shit, not even dealing with this relation, just anything people do. People got put out. This is messed up. That's messed up. I mean, like, it'd be some personal stuff that it would be hard for me to get in front of a camera. Tell, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's it's something I notice, or my opinion on this is when I see people like her, I really think with everything going on in the world that this your problem in life. Your life is just too good. Like you unappreciative almost. Cause if that's the only thing in life, it's just that she got knocked off and she ain't like the situation.
That's right.
Like, life is good. Seriously, I ain't trying to be funny, but life
Well,
is
I
good.
don't think it was so much of her. I think you kind of looking at it like it was a one night stand. It sounds like she was in a relationship, man.
She said
It sounds like
lustful men. She said lustful men like
nah,
plural. Like,
man,
man,
I ain't
look,
hear that.
if
I did
you
not
go
hear
back
nothing
to the
about lustful
beginning,
men. I didn't hear nothing about man. What?
she said that's what the men was want from her. She said they was lustful men.
Wow.
Yeah, she said they was lustful men.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Like, so what other ways do you think is ways that people could vent? Hey, hit that like button. Hit that like button. And yeah, what's other ways people could vent instead of just putting it out here? You think people should write it down? Should they? A lot of people do go to church, and that's what your pastor's there for, to listen. You think that would be more secure to like?
Hey, what do you think she would do if she went to a pastor and was trying to be serious and tell her that and start crying and he just busts out laughing in her face?
Oh my god, that would be bad, bro.
Hey man, what we telling man? If you don't get out of here and get back on the track,
Nah. Passion wouldn't tell her
man,
that. Let's go to the next
nah.
one, man. Let's go to the next one. Hey, man, I just want to say, hey, I appreciate you coming out on a Tuesday night, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I always enjoy this.
Go to something else. So do you want to stay on the woman topic? Want to
I
go to
mean, we can. Hey, let's finish her off.
we ain't finishing her up.
Okay.
Hey, 25,000.
Something new. All right, you ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
I am
Okay, before we get in, hey, thank you for coming to the channel, man. Hey, follow me on all social media platforms at Keith Tribue, TikTok, Instagram, and you can email me at keithtribue.
sick and tired of seeing these women dry begging on the internet.
If you have to put a
If I
price
had
on your
to put a price, I ain't gonna lie. I need at least 25, at least. But I'm 25. Like starting,
honey, okay.
huh?
Honey, okay.
K, 25,000. 25,000.
The dating pool in Atlanta is for sale. Trust me. These women out here selling cats. I said it again. These women out here selling cat. They're not looking for love. They're just looking for finances. What bill would you pay for them? That's all that matters right now. And me being around athletes, entertainers, niggas with money, bro, I see what these women are willing to do.
And if you gotta sell coochie this summer to get what it is that you fucking want, sell it. Sell your shit. Sell it. I said you can. Sell it. Get what the fuck you need to get out these niggas. Sell that shit. I can't participate in that. Unfortunately,
See, that's the problem. Most of the women that's pushing it, they're not doing it themselves. She just said, sell that, and then she said, well, sorry, I can't participate in it. But and it's just like everybody else out there. Why are you looking like that, bro?
She said she can't participate
He ain't
because
gonna
ain't
participate.
nobody
They just push
buying.
it.
Ain't nobody buying hers. That's why. You
Oh,
see all the other women.
you think she
Yeah,
had for sale sign, but no customer.
yeah, that fish hook came out the water with no fish on it. Yeah, ain't nobody checking for her.
Well, I mean, even if we look at the rappers now, stuff like all of them are booed up. Everybody's booed up now. Everybody that convinced people into selling it, and it's just like I guess I would think about anything that's on the market. If it's too much of it, wouldn't the price go down?
Oh, it's through the floor. What was it? A couple
Well, the
years ago,
one
it
girl she
was,
was saying 25K.
just because, I mean, I don't know if somebody would pay that or not, but just because that's the price don't mean it's the price. Because if don't nobody pay it, that means it ain't worth it.
Yeah,
But
because I was seeing this week it was one girl she said 50K. Or was it or 50 million? And then I think Young Miami, she was saying 100 million, and people was on there like, man, oh boy, then did this and that, and you think you gonna, but
hey,
what's up?
so it's like two things could be if they mess with a man that will really spend 100 million to have sex
No, they say it
with.
got to be worth that.
Oh,
And
it got to be worth 100
listen, man,
million.
um, if any color, I think the percentage. Don't hold me to it. I think the percentage of men that make over 100,000 a year, I think it's like 11%, and that's all colors. We talking about white, black, Mexican. We talking about
Right,
all
right.
colors. 9% of men make over 100K. Okay, so if we start talking about a million, we're probably talking about less than a percent. And if
And
these
then a
men are
hundred
making this
million.
type of money, I mean, they have a choice. I mean, come on. Because
Yes.
I heard in Miami to even get in a club, you got to have a certain look, a certain status. I was seeing women, they was like, oh, they're racist. They're not letting me in the club. They like, this club ain't for you, you know?
Woo. Vegas used to do that back in the day.
Oh, did
So
they?
yeah,
Yeah,
you couldn't get
Miami's
in.
definitely like that. And it was some girls on there. They had their little, not knocking because, I wear, some cheap clothes sometimes like this. It was $12, whatever. But yeah, they had their little sundress on. They was like, we paying. They was like, nah, we good. You not like you're
Well,
not coming up in here. And so so the percentage that they do want that, I see why it's probably a lot of people without people now because they're looking for that person, and that person that does have that, oh my God, he probably having fun. You know?
Man, yeah.
So you saying this lady on here, you don't think nobody would cater to her?
Nah, she better
Let's
go
look.
get her. She better go get her a warehouse worker or
Let's
something.
look again.
Niggas with money, bro, I see what these women are
See what
willing
I'm
to do.
saying?
And if you gotta sell coochie to someone to get what it is that you fucking want, sell it. Sell your shit. Sell it. I said you can.
She want to pat her hair. I knew she wanted to pat her hair. I knew it was
You need to get
itching.
out these niggas.
I knew
Sell
she-
that shit. I can't participate in that.
Eh,
Unfortunately, my husband is out there. I'm somebody's
Her
wife,
husband.
and they not gonna like it.
Yeah, she said she's looking for her husband. She's not about to ruin her shit. She said my husband's out there,
It's already ruined. Hey man,
but she
check
don't have.
this out.
She said I'm somebody's wife out there. What was you saying, Cheese?
How old you think she is?
38.
All right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right, yeah, be nice. All right,
I
let's
will-
go back to
I-
monetize video.
You know what I mean? But you can fucking sell your shit. Sell it.
I have $87 to my name. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
If you see me at strip club on stage, mind your damn business. I'm saving for Christmas.
You know, sometimes we go to the streets and we go to men, and right now prostitution is real big with these little girls. Some of them make it home, some don't.
Do you think it's the music that's influencing that, or it's just
No, I think it's I just think social media. I think social media is the devil.
Music.
You know,
social media?
social media.
Can somebody tell me how much coochie supposed to cost? Because I applied for a job and I didn't get it. So I know when I sell the coochie, I want to put it on the right.
You know, this thing is going on just like OnlyFans. Everybody thought, oh, I don't have no money. Let me do an OnlyFans until you figure out that millions of people doing it. And you didn't. Now you get on the camera and you do something and you only got 5 subscribers. But you didn't did all this and that. You got 5 subscribers that's paying $15 a month. But you didn't went on there and ruined your whole life. You know, and that's what this is. Oh, you know what? The easy way. It's just like, even on something simple like the military. When people in trouble, they say, I'll go to the military. No, it's hard to get in there. You can't just get in there like that. It's very hard to get in there. And that's hard. It's hard to make some money. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Yeah, and they looking for a sucker because all these women is sleeping with a man for free. They just want to charge a sucker. Like it's not like they're only going to sleep with the man that's paying. They gonna sleep with the guy that they want. All these rules are just for guys that they don't want. Like, yeah, that's joke. That's suckers. That's sucker stuff. They looking for suckers.
Right side of the market. Like, are we charging rent? Because rent ain't enough. I still need water and electricity, car, no end insurance, food, nails, hair, gas money, you know? Or do you just charge, or do you get to come back? Is it like a pay the whole 5,000 fee? You get every 30 days, you get 30 days to hit? Or like, I need to know because I keep trying to go the right way. I didn't call back up to these people. Why y'all, hold on. Let's address the real issue. Why the hell y'all putting out applications? And then I called up and you said, we ain't been hired for 3 months. But back to the topic, how much the coochie supposed to cost? Rent or rent and some?
Where the niggas at who paying bills? Cause I'm not doing this shit no more. Like I'm done. I'm so fucking done. Now I see why these women out here like living good. What a nigga paying their bills? Like where are they? Because I'm not doing this no more. Like the car insurance going up. I'm paying rent. I gotta buy food. I gotta take care of everything. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I see why people stay in relationships and they're miserable. At least the bills paid. I'm not doing this no more. Where the niggas who spend money, who pay all the bills? Where they at?
Women have made dating into like high key.
It left with the PPP loans. See,
Hey.
when all them people was scamming, when they was getting all that PPP money, they spoiled all these chicks. And these chicks thought that that's how it was going to be. They thought that's what men do. and now they're seeing this is not what men do. Like it's special men that do that. It's special men that take care of all the bills. It's special men that take care of you. It's those are the very and it's a very few special men out here that actually do that. Now, back then it was fools. It's a difference between fools and
Yeah.
special men. Fools only last for a second. Special men last forever. That's who's gonna really take care of you. Now that's what you're looking for, and that's what you're not gonna find. Now those
Right.
fools messed it up because they were spending money. They were spending so much money. They was like, shoot, But all that's over now. That's over now, and so now I'm going. I don't know about you, but out this way in Arizona, I'm going in stores and I'm seeing women working in the stores with BBLs. You could tell that they was out there. You know what I'm saying? You could tell.
Yeah.
Okay, she probably used to be a stripper or something, but now, and it's good. Like women are really hustling. Women are hustling harder than men. I can tell you that for sure. Women
Yeah.
are. You look at the Amazon trucks; they whipping the big Amazon trucks, and they're adapting. But that man that they're looking for, that's not is not like a trick or anything like that, or a dumb dude. That's a real man, and they're hitting, and they hard to find, and most of them are already taken. Some women then woke up and like, hey, I gotta give me a couple jobs, and that's what the woman was saying right there. She's like, I'm tired of this. Like, where is the man to pay bills? But with that, the man to pay bills, do you clean? Do you cook? Are you gonna clean his house? Are you gonna keep his clothes clean? It's certain things that come with that too. That man gonna need certain things too, and that's when we go back into ways, the feminine side that a woman should be, and the masculine
Yeah.
side that a man should be. Because if you want that
Right.
man that's gonna pay bills and not just for a year, but he's gonna pay it for your life, that's a masculine man. So you have to be feminine. So that means you're gonna have to do what they told you not to do in 2021. Don't clean no house. Cardi B said that, but we see her sweeping and shit. You know what I'm saying? All these
Right.
women got men now. They tricked them. What was you saying though?
So basically what you said is that that women's empowerment that was basically a paper airplane. You know what I'm saying? They want
Mhm.
to fly, but it was just a paper airplane. And we 747s.
Yeah.
And so it didn't work out. They didn't make it across the room.
What's up, fam? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, family. Hey, I had to order me some new readers, and they won't be in for about 4 more days. So hopefully they'll be in by next Tuesday. Because that's why I haven't been really reading the comments and stuff. Sorry about that. I just had to make sure I went on this Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be reading comments and stuff, man. And if you want to come on the show, if you got some suggestions for some stuff, send me some stuff at keithtribue@gmail. But I see you guys in there. I see you guys in there. But like I said, my readers, man, if y'all seen the readers that I'm rocking right now, man, I'm gonna keep it real. But I got some custom boys coming. They won't be here for next week. And I'll be able to read all those comments and stuff. But yes, so if you're looking for that man, that's called a provider. That's called an alpha male, a real man, whatever you want to call it. And they hard to come by. And they probably taken up right now. Those men that you did have that were spoiling you and stuff, getting you out there. And it's sad because those men actually got a lot of women way out there. Way out there. When I say way out there, they was doing stuff for them that shouldn't be. You know, I'm not gonna say they didn't deserve it, but these are things that have to be bought and earned to you. So if you're seeing it, it's just like if somebody take you shopping at a Gucci store and stuff, and then take you on a private jet to Miami and then to another country. That's gonna be your level. And
Yeah.
when you don't get that no more, I mean, it's gonna be hard for you to even find that guy that provider man and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's hard for women out here, and it is some really good women out here, but to find that provider, hey, he's hidden. I'm gonna tell you that now. He's hidden. He's hitting. He's hitting because he's taken. He's taken. All right,
Mm.
let's go.
Prostitution. Like, y'all are really trying to slide it like it's not. Like, hey, I done gave you my time and my time costs. And they like, for a date? I feel like the date is the payment. Like, I feel like me taking you out to dinner, that's not enough conversation. You're like, no, I got bills to pay. I don't got time to waste. Ooh, why are you on this date? You didn't have to accept it. You could have said no. Like, I'm not in a place in my life where I can date right now. Like, y'all will accept dates and then want a man to pay for your time. Tell me that ain't prostitution. If y'all don't quit fucking playing, if you just selling that coochie, just say that.
But that's the man's fault though. If you follow that suit, if some simp then took her out and spoiled her and spent $2,000 on a date and stuff like that, and if you working there and you swipe that card for that, that's on you, man. That's on you. That's on you. But you got to understand these men that they have probably been out with, probably with scammers, and like I said, we had a time, man, where it was a lot of free money out here. And if you don't believe me, look at the federal court cases right now because all that shit's coming back and it's haunting them. I mean, it's haunting them. They coming and they taking everything, from the PPP fraud and stuff. But like I said, I always believe, generational wealth is good because it teaches you to, not to spend crazy and spend money like that. You know, I always look at Peyton Manning and his daddy was, football player, and I watched him when we was in Indianapolis. He drove a dealership truck the whole time. He didn't get his mansion, man, till he went to Denver. But you get a rookie his first season. They going to get the big house. They going, it's sad because it's the same shit. What's the football player over in Miami? The wide receiver. He's real fast. He used to work. He used to be for Kansas City,
Uh,
and
yeah,
he got
he
in that
just
little thing with the police and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. I
But
can't think of his name. I know what you're talking about though. He's the fastest one in the league, I
like
think.
8 different women, man, and it's over. It's over, and they just dropped him. They just dropped him, and it's really sad. So those women, of course, I don't judge no man. He might have game or whatever, but he's a football player, so they just looking at okay, child support. But think about it, you're not going to get the child support no more because he tore his Achilles, and they dropped him. So so now you're stuck raising a child. You know, but man, let's finish watching this, man.
It is coach for sale. My time is for sale. Say, I am a high key escort, but I want to keep it low key.
And if that's true, just with me, you gotta take the hair off, you gotta take the makeup off, you gotta take the eyelashes off, and we gonna go from there. How you feel about that? I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
I cannot see that person. Like
Well,
a lot of stuff on, man.
it all goes together though. I mean, she can't really think too high of herself to be and getting paid to have sex with random dudes. Like, it's probably
Or maybe
cats.
she is thinking high of herself to
Nah,
think,
nah. Just listen. Just hear
okay,
me.
go ahead.
So,
Go ahead.
so, so it's cats that she almost would probably throw up to have to deal with, but she's dealing with them for the dollar.
Okay, that
And
makes sense.
she thinks so lowly of herself that she can't even bring herself out. Like, you don't even like everything that you just said, you don't get to see the real her. She don't like herself. And so that's the only reason, like, if she, how good she feels about herself with all this stuff on, if she felt about herself like with just being natural, just waking up and just putting some lotion in her face and going, then she wouldn't be the type of woman that would go out there and do that. But since she got an issue with herself and she got, low self-esteem, low self-value, and she just don't think she's pretty or can appeal to whatever or don't deserve whatever, then she puts on, like, she probably, if you took everything off of her and let her walk past you and you had to pick her out of a crowd of women that walked past, you probably couldn't even tell who she was.
Yeah, I can see that. No, I can really see
Yeah.
that. That's a big part. I think right now we're going back. I think society's going back to real and so much AI and so much fake. I think they were saying that even just on social media, people want to see real people because there's so much fake stuff out there. And I think that's happening with women.
Yo, your microphone going in and out.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good now.
Yeah, I think it's nothing better than a plain faced woman. I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world because, like, this stuff right here, like, you don't know what that is. And the thing is, when you get in a real relationship with her, you're not gonna see that. Now, everybody on the outside, I think, is gonna see that, but you personally living in the house, she's about to have that wig off and everything. Everybody gonna be telling you, man, your girl is beautiful, and you're gonna be like, bro, if you only knew. And I
What you
think
say
it gets
they
to
gonna
the point
wear?
to where you get hypnotized where you really think that you're looking at something that you ain't looking at. I think you probably look at her picture, be like, oh, my baby beautiful, and then she, what's up, dog? Wake up in the way.
Hey, she take off all that stuff and walk in the room. You mess around and shoot her. Hey, it's that the fakeness is so bad right now. We at war right now, and you
Hmm.
can't even tell what's pictures is real, what's fake. It's so much
Right.
stuff. It's buildings they saying that's gone now, and then somebody a report from the building like, hey, this bug's still here. Like
Man.
it's yeah, it's getting real wild out there. And
Yeah.
then the big thing about a woman dressed with that much stuff on,
Hmm.
that's what a lot of people that's trying to be women dress like. You know what I mean? It's almost like
Like the other, like a male trying to be a woman.
yeah, that's what they do. The everything.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
they
That's why
you
it's
know
so
what I
hard
mean?
for a lot of people to. That's something that's different.
Man, your mic, I don't know if it's just
Can you hear me
muffled.
now?
Yeah. You just was going in and
I
out
just need
though.
to get up on the mic is what I probably need to do.
Yeah, because you real clear right now.
Let's let it play a little more.
Cause that's what y'all are getting.
Guys, it looks like winter is here, and it looks like a lot of women are going back to the oldest profession alive, which is selling their bodies, doing some strange things for some change. But while making this video, I had no idea this was such a mainstream thing to do. Like, there are real professional women out here selling box. Let's get into it.
All these sell, all of them, especially these rap. Like, sweetie, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny or like, sweetie, people will really fuck with you more if you.
Women that have 9 to 5 sell box too. Yeah, I know these 9 to 5 women love to talk.
That's enough on that. That's enough on that. We know what's out here, and we know what's going on, and let's go to a different subject that maybe
Hey,
the reason why they have to do that.
hey, she telling on everybody, ain't she?
Man, she telling.
Could you put a bet in that shit and live in it?
Like she did it too.
Well,
Mm.
this is about, man. I'm gonna tell you, a few years ago, I don't know if you heard me talk about. I said, man, I'm gonna get a storage because I was looking at China and I see how they have those little cubicles people are really sleeping in. It's just like a little bed, little work area, and I was like, man, I'm surprised people are not living in storage units, but they are. And I know
Oh
they
yeah.
say you're not supposed to be in there at night, but they know people living in there. They know they're living in there. Check this out.
People are still homeless, living in storage units. A couple years back, this became
I can't
popularized.
hear it, Luke.
People realized I can go stay in a storage unit
I can't
instead
hear
of
it
being
now?
out on the streets.
You
I
can't
can
hear it?
stay in the storage unit instead of being
Nah.
in.
Bitch, sweet queen, not your queen. I will always be that bitch. I will always bounce back. Being at the bottom,
Nah.
getting it out the mud is something I've been doing since birth.
Let's go to something else.
Really weird out here.
You hear this?
And you leaving me out here. Come on to find me so that we
hear
both
it?
can go
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
It might be on your
inside.
end. I can hear it
This
good.
man with
Can you hear it?
skinny
Now?
legs and paratoed feet just trying
I
to
don't
talk
know.
to
You
me.
want me to
And he
try to
was
come
bald
out and
headed.
come
Nothing
back
against
in?
bald head men.
Yeah, come out and come
I'm
back in.
outside and I'm getting tired of being out.
Nah, I can't hear you, Luke.
Come in, come back in.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Yeah, but what's up, family? Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming tonight. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Leave me a message. Hey, can you hear me
You.
now?
Yep.
Okay, let's go back to where we was at. Let's go back to where we was at.
I've been always getting it out the mud. I've always kept.
People realize I
Can you
can go
hear it?
stay in the storage unit
Nah, I hear
instead of being
you.
out on the streets. I can stay in the storage unit instead of being in an
Nah, I
apartment.
can't hear it.
Why pay high rent
Hold
when I
on, real
can duck
quick.
and dodge and
I wish
hide
somebody else
and
was in here to
still
be able to
have
tell
somewhere
me,
to stay
you
instead
know
of
what I
being
mean? If
outside?
it's
Can you
just
hear it?
me.
Yeah, I'm homeless.
Yeah, everybody
I
can
got
hear
nowhere to
it.
go.
Oh,
I'm in a
okay. I
storage
just
unit right
can't hear
now
it.
with
Okay.
all my
Let me see
shit.
something.
Can you believe that? I left the relationship. I chose
Can you hear it
peace,
now?
a release, a breath of fresh air. And I'm gonna have a
Nah.
house pretty soon. I'm manifesting an
Is
upstairs
your
and a downstairs
microphone on?
house, a luxury
Yeah,
home.
my microphone's on.
Hold on.
Everything
It's
is on.
weird
I
out
can
here.
hear
You
You
you.
need
hear
to come
that?
on and find me so
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
both can
yep,
go
yep.
inside. This man with skinny. I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside.
You heard that?
Yeah, yeah. She won't go inside.
Okay. All right.
I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside. This man with skinny legs and parrot feet just trying to talk to me. And he was bald head. Nothing against bald head men. Love y'all. Honey, please come on. It's weird. It's getting really weird out here.
I can tell you straight off the bat what she on. She feeling the best she feeling today. She thinks she's, and that's, there's nothing wrong with that. She's like, man, I'm looking good today. You need to come and find me. And that's what she said. Come and find me. I'm getting tired. And she's gonna stay tired. Like, no, seriously. Because nobody's gonna come and, hey, I'm sorry, man. Nobody's gonna come and find her, bro. Nobody's about to come and find her. But she's on her, on her arrogant shit. And that's okay. You're supposed to be arrogant, but nobody's gonna come and find her. Let's finish it with
And you leaving me out here unprotected? Please. We have to talk about this later too because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that.
But she's delusional. Is it? It's nobody. She's talking to her future dude.
Yeah.
But she just talked down on somebody that tried to talk to her. That pigeon toe dude or whatever, bald headed, that was probably her level. That was probably her dude.
Yeah.
But she got
Yeah.
this thing way up here where that she wants that she's waiting for him to come and
Well,
find her. Go ahead.
just think about as a man and all the things you might want from a woman and all the things you might want to bring to a relationship with a woman. And none of them things is you want a woman because she's tired of dating. You know what I mean? That's not like nothing appealing. Like I couldn't get nothing going, so just come. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
wouldn't even be appealing. Like you couldn't get nothing going, so now let me put on my cape and come save you. Like nah, I ain't that courageous.
Let's see.
Please. We have to talk about this later too because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that. Please come on.
She said he been taking his
Where y'all
precious
be
time.
meeting the man at, bro? I live in Louisville, Kentucky. All right? If it was something here for me, I would have seen it by now. There ain't nothing in Kentucky, bro. I'm not trying to meet you at the club. I don't know how much is going to come from it, okay? So what? Where do I go? There's nowhere to go in Kentucky. Go to a restaurant and hope that you're in there? Or I could go to church, but the churchgoers ain't much better, to be honest. Just because I find you in the church don't mean you're going to do me any better than anybody I met anywhere else. So, I swear Houston got them all. Texas, I'm sure you could walk out your front door and it's going to be like 10 or something out there for you. Like, I work in social work. I work in offices where it's all old people and women at that. I don't be around young men my age or men that I'm attracted to. Do I have to I need to go what? Do I need to go hang out at the parks? What I need to start going to like the basketball court? What I need to go, do y'all be like at some special market, not Kroger? Like
Let me ask you something. Do you guys think it's a shortage of men, or do you think it's a shortage of super high value men that every woman wants? This knight in shining armor, this super high value man, or do you think you should know what your, I'm not saying settle for less, but just know what your category, or even get somebody that you can work with. I was watching this one thing and it was just like, they were saying how other races they'll get black men, but they'll get them when they can see them when they got potentials, and they'll get them while they down. and then next thing you know, they got a doctor or they got an NBA player or something like that. You think maybe sometimes some women, and I'm not gonna say certain races or nothing like that, but do you think like sometimes women want men already ready, and when they're already ready, I think they have so many options that it kind of messes up the woman.
I think the dating pool for men and women is the exact same. I think the men are as delusional as the women. The women got fake looks and the dudes got money. And don't none of it got to do with anything of value on any real level. And it's like they've been taught that that's a bomb, but it's really just a slingshot. You know what I mean? And so they spend a lot of their time on the wrong stuff. I mean, even the women, like that last woman that was dressing up like that, she probably spent hours in, you know what I mean, putting that whole demonstration together, from the hair to the, you know what I mean, and probably spent more money than, it's even worth, you know what I mean, doing all that for. Like, just for a few likes on social media. That's all she gonna get is a few hearts and a few inboxes, a few
Right.
inappropriate inboxes, and and she said a few cats that she don't even be interested in, like shooting at her, and that's it. So I think it's the exact same. I think everybody lost sight of what's valuable in a relationship and what's valuable to bring to a relationship. So everybody's just bringing the lowest, most primitive level of stuff to a relationship and like here, and it ain't doing nothing. It's a paper airplane.
Both men
Dang.
and
Yeah, men and
I
women.
don't think it's just women or men. I think it's
Right.
both sides. I
Yeah,
think both
yeah.
sides expectations, and I think the one that probably has the most advantage is a man with money because he can actually get those type of nines and tens that he wants. Even though it won't be real love, but but he has a better chance of getting it than the woman because she's shooting for just that one type of man. And I think it's more. I think it's more fish out here for men that have that pocket, that spin in that pocket. What you think?
I mean, it ain't no victory for neither one of them. Like even
Yeah.
that man with
It's
money,
like
if he
love
can
for
get
the
it,
man. So he's gonna get his feelings in, but once the money's over, she's done. So
yeah,
and
it
then
ain't
the
no.
woman, she might just not at all find that man that she's looking for. And maybe passed up 10 that could have did everything that she wanted and needed, you know. Hey,
That and then the pure type of love and stuff that they be wanting, that's something you give to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You get that to yourself. And if you're a woman and you carry qualities like that where a man can see that you loving on yourself properly, that's what's gonna be the attraction.
that's right.
Not just some sexual, like you appealing to the low level attraction to get a man, and then you get a low level interaction, and then you complain about it. But if you go on a deeper level on the attraction tip, then you'll get a deeper connection, and you probably get something that lasts.
Facts. True. All right, let's see understand what they talk.
Where y'all be?
If you want a man, go a hardworking man. Go to Home Depot or Lowe's. So I work at Home Depot part time, and when I say the men be in here, and they be fishing too. They be electricians, plumbers. Like, girl, I'm telling you, just put on something cute and go on in there. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go in there and make sure you look cute. I promise somebody is gonna try to get at you.
This woman might as well be talking to herself because American women are not going to do this unless that man is in a club or a bar, restaurant. Some of these ladies would try it, but the majority of women, they're not going to go to Home Depot. They're not going to do it because they are too prideful to do this.
If you plan on moving to ATL, make sure you bring your own man with you. For any woman that likes men, make sure you bring your own man with you. I'm letting you know that in Atlanta, the men is scarce. So if you come here, you think you're looking for a relationship, this is not the place to come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood. Most men are into themselves.
Well, the thing on the Home
Dang.
Depot thing, the thing on the Home Depot thing, I'm gonna tell you this: I pay a lot of subcontractors when I do construction work, and most of the time, believe it or not, I write the check out to their wife. I write the check out to them. Sometimes they ask me, they say, and not try to snitch or nothing like that. They be like, "Hey, you got any cash, man?" I'd be like, any cash? Yeah, they'd be like, man, can you give me like 200 in cash or 300 in cash and just write the rest to my wife? I'd be like, dang, she take all the money, bro. So a lot of times when no, seriously, especially when I'm on the job site, when I pay a contractor, I'll give them like $20 extra and I'll be like, hey, this is for beer. They be like, wow, thank you. Because they tell me to write the check to their wife. So if you are in there and you are looking for a contractor, probably ain't gonna have no money. Hey, I know out here in Arizona, the wives be taking all the money. I write the checks to them. I promise.
Yeah.
Like write it to such and such, such and such, such such. And sometimes they be like, any cash, man? Because like say if they did a foundation work for me, say if I'm paying them $2,000, they'll be trying to see if I got 200 and I write the check for 18. But I don't have any cash, so I'll be like, I don't have any cash. So I learned to start just keeping a 20. I'll be like, here, I give everybody like $20 for beer and like a case of beer, and they be so happy because they actually take all that money home. So whatever she's talking about, that's not true. Because unless you find the owner that's coming in there, and the owner shouldn't be coming in there, he should be making his orders online. But most of those contractors, those checks get wrote to their wives. Let's go back.
Okay, everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody. 95% of the men are gay. And 50% of those are married. And the other ones, the rest that's left, they know that it's 30 women to every one man. So they use that to their advantage. And the women that do have men, they're so territorial over those men that if you even, hey, speak back to them, they are ready to.
Bro, you hear what she said? She said 30 to 1. 30 to 1? 30 to 1? And
Well, I
half the
heard
men are
another thing.
gay. So that's probably about 45 to 1.
She said half the men that are married are gay.
That's crazy, bro. Like that's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
they playing both sides
I'm
of
talking about
the
charge at you.
Oh.
Like it's crazy up here. And the people that's from Atlanta will say, oh no, with this, that's not true. I'm telling you, I've been here for 3 years. Atlanta is the one place that you'll come and you'll find a whole slew of successful, beautiful black women that's single. Single. Millionaires. Got money, beautiful, businesses, single. You know why? There are no men here in Atlanta for the women.
So what's your sign?
So I'm looking for someone who is also financially stable and not has to work a 9 to 5 every day to live their life.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
Just my finances.
It's time for women to take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is. We started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online showing their full face, their full government is on their page, and they're telling whole stories, but they're not telling the whole story. So now women think that they man and they trick are supposed to act the same. Tricks and boyfriends, they supposed to pay rent and buy bags and buy shoes and take you out to eat 4 times a week, and it's never gonna fucking happen. Boyfriends usually ain't got no money. Tricks usually have money because they're emotionally unavailable and probably just terrible people who are only looking for power and control over a woman's body. But y'all want to take advice from these women. Y'all, now look, now men think they can buy pussy. Now when you looking for love, you go on a date, you shocked that the man think he paying for pussy by buying you filet mignon and some risotto. Yeah, we did that. We were a part of the problem. All these BBLs and stuff, y'all don't think that got something to do with how sex work and normal love life have somehow become intermingled and stuck together forever in a way that's irreparable?
And if anything, I just think women today are just easily influenced. A lot of women have been under a spell. And from what I
So you think, when we look at social media and we see everybody like having their best life, you think that that's the life everybody wants, but that's not real, right?
Sure, just like they taught their feelings, they taught what a best life is. So they don't even know what a best life is, and so that's why they strive for certain things. that's not the best life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But they think that's
Yeah, they've been taught that. We
right.
like, yeah, you can teach us whatever. You can teach a human being that's how the brain work. Teach them whatever is good, and you see enough people do it, you're gonna grab a hold of it. Especially if you see people do it that you respect. Just think if a second generation of this is going on, they seen their parents living like this.
Right.
They gonna swear that this is gold.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So what you think the outcome of this is?
Oh man, it's so people can change. The women that can't get a man, they can get themselves together. The men that can't get a good woman, they can get themselves together. The truth of the matter is that 99.9% won't. Everybody's looking. Like everybody get out of a relationship and they say my next relationship, my person's not gonna be this and they're not gonna be that, and I'm not putting up with this and not putting up with that. Instead of getting out of that relationship and saying, what did I bring to the table that was destructive, that was dysfunctional, and say, hey, for my next relationship, I'm not gonna be argumentative. I'm not gonna drink as much to where I'm a different person, or I'm gonna do this or do, you know what I'm saying? They don't do nothing to themselves to make themselves better so their situation could be better. And then when they keep on repeating the same cycle, it's like Groundhog's Day in their life, but they just getting older and older instead of, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they changing eras.
Yeah. So if the man, like, if he don't take baths, if he in control,
Oh
he
man.
realized what he did, and then he be like, "Oh, you know what? I'm this one. I'm gonna do better." But I guess people
Yeah.
want other people to adjust, but they won't look in the mirror and see.
Yeah. I mean, just think
Maybe they
about it.
don't do that. But
Just just think about it. If you in a relationship and you and that person go their separate ways, if if that person, if you say that person was the problem, even if they fix themselves, it wouldn't help you because you're not in a relationship with them no more. So it wouldn't be no value to try to fix them. The value is being able to dust that mirror off and look clearly and
right,
be objective and honest with yourself. And you can go to the moon. You can literally have whatever you want to. It ain't even an age thing or even a looks thing. So even
hmm
them women that don't think their looks are so great and they go and change their whole looks, they do a whole lot better having a natural look and maybe forgiving somebody or you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, whatever their problem was in the relationship, and they could be a lot more successful that way.
right. Yeah. So maybe this thing can change around, and I think it's gonna have to be a thing like where we're gonna have to get humble. Like, say if you had a whole lot of money and then you go broke, then get money again. So maybe that's how relationships got to get because it did get messed up. It did, with the culture, with the money that was out here, it did get messed up. So I do see women now saying, "Hey, look what I can cook. Look what I can do." They're showing the domestic side of them like now instead of the boss side of them because the men that they're looking for, they not looking for no boss women. They're looking for a
Heck
submissive, sweet
no.
woman to raise their kids. That's what they're looking for. They a boss. What the heck you want a boss? I'm like, we can build together. No. Like, no. You want somebody sweet and nice that's gonna take care of your kids, take care of home, and that's it. Not like, no, no. Like, you're not looking for no boss.
Hey,
But that and it's so sad because corporate America made a lot of women bosses, but now they're replacing them with AI, and it's so sad because they spent
oh
their
my
whole life
gosh.
being bosses. So now they have homes, and they want these men. But how can a man go into a woman's house that she built? She gonna be too picky, right? If they didn't build it together, she gonna be picky as shit. Don't do my bed like this. Don't do that. Like, you'll be like, dang. So that's the boss women. But now those boss women are now being replaced with AI. And now they're finding
Mhm.
themselves with the doggy, or like
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah,
There's so many cat women around the world.
cat lovers.
Oh my gosh, it's probably the price of cats. You know how people used to buy certain dogs and
Mm-hmm.
they spend like a couple of
Mm-hmm.
$1,000s on. I bet they doing that with the cats now. I
Yeah.
bet they doing it with the
Well, it's a
cats.
lady around the corner from us. She has a whole she has a liger, a lion mixed with a tiger.
That's a big animal. That's a big animal.
No, but seriously.
That's
And the thing is, the sad part about seriously, I love pets, but the sad part is because I have a dog and he's getting old. And they get old in like 10, 12 years. They say those little one dogs only last like 8, 9 years. Man, I'm not trying to get attached and like, bro,
yeah,
you know, and they giving them rooms and it's just as many human hospitals as animal hospitals now. Because they
yeah,
giving them like, dude, people are getting loans to pay for the dog to get operations and stuff. Because yes, credit cards and everything.
your dogs BBLs or something.
They ain't giving no dogs no. I hope not. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was looking for subjects this week, it's a lot of women getting locked up for having, with their dogs. Yeah.
What?
Straight up, yes, and they're catching them. They're how they do the cam thing. Yes, they're
Mhm.
putting yeah they're actually letting the dogs because I guess just like with a man. What if a woman invested in a man like they invest in a dog? They'll be telling you to do that dog. She's like shoot whatever that dog name. Junior, I just spent 6,000. You gotta do some more stuff. No, seriously. No, they're getting locked up for it now. They're getting locked up for it now. Yep. They're getting locked up for it heavy now. Yep.
That's wild. Yeah, I hadn't
These are
heard
things
that
that
one.
have been going on, but man, hey, we did a Tuesday. We said we was gonna get going, didn't we?
Boy,
We
that's
said
I
we was gonna get
guess
going, and this is gonna be every Tuesday till we get built up. I had to train tonight, and I still made it in. I think we might have to push it out to 8:30. 8:30 was perfect, huh? Is that good
yeah,
for you? I know you're on the East Coast a little bit.
yeah. I
So
mean,
we'll be
nah, it
back.
worked
We'll be
out.
back, family. We'll be back next week at 8:30, and we're gonna do it every Tuesday. Me and Unc Cheese, we're gonna have some subjects, and hey, if you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome. I can hold like 10 people on the show. We can get it. We can get it popping. We can get it popping. So I appreciate you. Hey, thanks, Unc Cheese. I know it's late out that
No
way,
doubt.
man, but I think Tuesday night's the best time. I think this was a good show, huh?
Yeah, no doubt, no
Yeah, yeah.
doubt.
Okay. Hey, do you have any way they can contact you yet, or you'll be getting that soon?
Real soon, real soon. Next Tuesday we be
Okay, good,
ready.
good. Okay,
Yeah,
man. Well, I'll see you, man. Hey, make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you guys. Hey, I see you guys next week. Thanks, Unc Cheese. I see you next week.
yep.